Welcome to Chatter Hoochee. I'm Matt.
And I'm George. And before we get into this week's episode, could we just ask you to like, subscribe, follow, and if you wouldn't mind sharing, it helps us to get the best guests and continue delivering the best Chatter Hoochee content that we can.
We are back, baby.
Ew.
We are so back. We are so back.
We're back. Did you miss us?
Missed everything. It feels like forever, by the way. But
Yeah, it's been a nice old break.
it has. But a lot has happened. We've got a lot to catch up on in the world of country music. But I don't know where to start, to be honest, because we've got Morgan stuff to talk about. We've got stuff from UK country to talk about. People are still talking about the Chenny Kesney incident.
Of course.
Tucker Wetmore. Is it the AMAs? Is it the AMAs? Is that what it's called?
American Music Association.
Yeah. But I feel like a good place to start is Luke Combs officially opening. So he's been open what feels like a few weeks now. But the big kickoff is what he called it. Category 10 is his brand new bar on Broadway, downtown Nashville. Opened it with a few. It wasn't like the biggest. It was like a half hour, 40-minute set, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't massive.
Yeah. And a friend of mine was there actually.
Really?
Yeah, on the night, and he said it was unreal.
Was it unreal or was it just a good night?
Well, I wasn't there, but he said it was unreal. So
Interesting.
why have you heard different?
No. It's like unreal is like out of this world. Or was it just a good Luke Combs show? Do you know what I mean?
You're right. Maybe it was just good. Maybe it was just good. You know, happy to be there, sort of thing. But Luke Combs UK, the tribute act that has been going around the UK for the last what feels like year, 18 months. I feel like he's really kind of blown up. Well, there's a few kind of going around the UK, but this one particularly is called Luke Combs UK. That is the name. He has been endorsed by Luke Combs himself and performed that on that evening on that stage after Luke had finished.
Yeah, apparently he was so nice and was just like, anything you need, you let me know. Like, just the most humble, genuine, nice guy.
Like, that is just incredible though, isn't it? And like a great thing for the UK scene, I guess. You know, yes, whilst it's a tribute act, it's a great kind of honour to be kind of invited over. And I think he's touring as well, isn't he, around the States at the moment.
Yeah.
But one thing that won't go amiss is the fact that he actually does look really like Luke.
He does look like Luke Combs. He does, and is that a compliment?
I mean, is he trying? Is
Like,
it that
no
he?
disrespect to either of them, but I guess it is disrespectful, actually. I'm sorry, Luke.
I mean, is it that he's trying to look like Luke with the beard, or is it that he just conveniently looks like him and also does sound like him a little bit?
I think he's probably. I don't think he's gone. Do you know what? I look like Luke Combs. Let's start a Luke Combs tribute. I think he's probably gone. I want to do a Luke Combs tribute. I'm going to try and look like him.
Because it is funny though with tribute acts, because I feel like sometimes it's like they're almost born to do that. Do you know what I mean? Just the way they look and the way they just have it.
I feel like if you can sing, then it's then like, okay, who do I sound like and who do I look like? That's then who I'll be a tribute to.
Yeah. I mean, but he does it so well, and a great moment, of course, to have them in the same room and on the same stage. Because a friend of mine said that basically Luke did the 30-minute set, whatever he did, and then basically the Luke Combs UK guy basically just carried on and like just did everything that he didn't do and was there for ages.
Did he introduce him as Luke Combs or did he just let him come on?
I don't know actually. I don't know. I saw when he was on stage, it had Luke Combs UK on the big screen.
Yeah. But was Luke Combs like, okay, everybody put your hands together for Luke Combs?
Surely he did. If he did introduce him, I'm guessing he introduced him.
If you were going to be a tribute artist, who would you be a tribute artist for?
I was just going to ask you this. I think I would do...
Thomas Rhett.
You think?
Yeah, I think you could do Thomas Rhett.
Thomas Rhett. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. Trying to think of a Thomas Rhett song. What's that song? What's that song?
Something about a woman. There you
I
go.
can't be a guitar. What's that other one? The marry one. But she wanna get married, but she don't wanna marry me. That one.
There you go. See, got it already.
There you go.
You just have to be a bit more beardy.
Beard, I know. Yeah, he's got quite a thick beard now, and he's got really curly hair, isn't he?
Yeah, you'd have to get your hair sorted. But I feel
Yeah.
like you're hairy enough. Sorry, Charles.
Yeah, what like facially? Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
Obviously.
what do you who else would you be? I don't know if you could. I
To
don't
be
think you
fair,
could be anyone else.
Thomas Rhett's a huge shout. I hadn't even thought of that. I hadn't even thought of Thomas Rhett.
We'll
I
just
don't
think
know.
of like people big enough to warrant a tribute.
And he's not like he doesn't sound like
He's not too distinct.
yeah, he's not like really deep country, is he? Where it would be quite hard and yeah, it'd be difficult for someone from well born in South London to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who would you be? Who do you think? Who would you be jumping towards? Do you think?
I don't know. Are there any brunettes?
I mean, you could. Why not? I mean, you could do Ella.
I could do Ella. I don't. She's
It's
got a hard old
mm,
voice to do.
yeah.
Love is
Carly.
blind, but hindsight's 2020.
Okay, yeah.
That's how
That
she
wasn't.
sings it. She doesn't. I'd be like, love is blind, but hindsight is 2020.
Maybe you could be the really British Ella Langley.
British Ella.
Could you do Carly?
Maybe.
You could do Carly.
Could maybe do Carly.
I could see Carly.
Okay, slay.
And the hair. I feel like you could. I feel
Yeah, I
like,
could do Carly. Get some chewy in.
yeah. I don't think that's too far away.
What does Carly say?
Next
No
girl.
dirt, no diamonds.
What he didn't do. Bit of what he didn't do.
Bit of what he didn't do. You
We
know
haven't.
what I am in? I went on a long car journey to Peterborough and back in one night
Mm.
on Friday, and I was in a big John Pardy era.
Yeah, huge.
He has got some freaking bangers.
What one? What? I'll be your last night lonely.
Yeah, a bit of heartache on the dance floor.
Mm,
Heartache
mm.
on the... Yeah, she moving through my mind. He's got some amazing, just like such good songs.
Yeah, like proper feel good, like bops.
Yeah. But
I
then
al-
his latest one, She Drives Away. Woo! Tearjerker.
Yeah, that album is already out there, isn't it? Honky Tonk Hollywood is the new
Honky Tonk
album.
Hollywood. Excellent. I'm very much, if you're not in a John Pardy era, go and get into it because there's so many absolute banging John Pardy songs. Heartache
Banging, banging.
medication. Heartache medication. A
He's
strong dedication to getting over you. It's just so good. Head over
he
boots, dirt on my boots. Honestly, banger after banger.
might have a little dirt on my boots. I'm taking you uptown tonight.
Tequila Little Time.
Yeah. What's the one? The one with Midland I always go for as well. I got a long,
Long night,
lonely way to go.
If anything is for certain, it's that we are not going to be a duet.
No,
It's not giving Thelma and James, is it?
it's not. Let's not give him Thelma and James. No, not at all.
That's for sure.
No, they know how to stick together on a song for sure. But hey, look, maybe one day we'll stick to podcasting.
Speaking of collaborations, nice little segue here into
Beautiful.
the album of the decade / just the year. Morgie.
Morgie,
Morgie.
Morgie Wally.
Morgie Walls.
Yeah,
Morgo.
Morgie Walls.
Morgo Wall.
I'm the Problem is what he's saying, and the album is coming out very soon. 37 songs. We've said this on the podcast before. Obviously, there was in the last couple of weeks where we haven't been speaking to you. He has finally revealed the collabs on this album, which are Georgette Brookes.
What I Want with Tate McRae. That's
What I want.
his first ever female collaboration, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wild. And we're going to come back to that because I have some thoughts.
Okay.
Number 3 and number 7, Morgan Wallen, Eric Church.
Mm-hmm.
Come Back as a Redneck with Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
And The Dealer with Ernest.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Did you mention the Post one?
No, I did not. Where is that?
I ain't. Is it? Oh, was it?
I Ain't Coming Back.
I ain't coming back. I ain't
Fine.
coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah. So go on then. Tate McRae, the collab. It kind of makes sense, but kind of also is like clearly what he's trying to do is reach into a new audience, a newer audience with the whole crossover thing going on. But yeah, talk to me, Tate.
I don't even know if I don't think he needs any more clout. It's not like he's trying to expand his listenership because he hasn't got it. Like, he is selling out more stadiums and arenas than anyone in the industry at the minute in that genre.
Yeah.
I don't know if that he's. I don't know. I don't know if he's doing it for clout. I just think it's a really cool collaboration. I thought there could have been a Miranda Lambert collaboration because they write together and she's on tour with him. I actually think Tate McRae and Morgan Wallen fit quite well in a way.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see when it comes out, to be fair, what that actually sounds like. How it goes down, I guess, is probably the more important thing.
Yeah, so her fans are unhappy because of Morgo's checkered past.
Of course. And it is a checkered past. He has.
It is a checkered past, you can't deny that, but
No. I mean, she's going to do what she's going to do. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Hard to comment on.
I think the thing is, I think everyone's going to have. I think Morgan Wallen is always going to be that artist where someone somewhere will always have a problem with him.
Because he's the problem.
Because he is the problem, and he knows that, and he accepts it, and he's got 37 songs to explain why.
Yeah.
But hey, look, if I'm moving up past it, I'm willing to give this. I'm going to indulge in this album, as I've said before, and I can't wait for it, to be honest.
Darius Rucker said it was time we forgave him, and if Darius Rucker said it, then I'm down.
So true.
But yeah, Tate McRae, I think that's a very exciting collaboration. Slightly upset that it wasn't Megan Maroney, but
I think it's coming. Maybe this is like the next album's going to be just an absolutely flooded with female collaborations on there.
It's a bit of like an interesting circle though. So obviously, Meg and Morgan have a history. And Tate McRae brought Megan Maroney out at her show in Nashville. And now Tate McRae is collaborating with Morgan Wallen.
Yeah,
Like,
and the way that and the way Tate basically announced their collab was with obviously the Tennessee Vols shirt.
Tennessee Vols shirt.
Um,
And Megan Maroney was wearing Tennessee Orange for him. That is what I put in my article, actually. I wrote about it for Holler and I put she's wearing Tennessee Orange for him and it's not Megan Maroney.
Burn. Maybe there is something there. Maybe there's a story. I mean, well, hey, look, we always read into storylines here on Chatter Hoochee. It's what we love to do, but we love it.
I think the album as a whole is going to explore, like, sonically not be traditional, as like Morgan Wallen isn't, but I think he might take a few more risks on this one.
I agree. I mean, what are your first thoughts on the new track with Post?
Yeah, liked it.
I think for me, it was always gonna I don't know what people were expecting. I think people were expecting I Had Some Help ×2. Is that what people? I don't know if people were expecting that, but I think whenever you see Morgan and Post bring out a song because of that song, they're going to think, oh, it's got to, slam as hard as that. And I think it would have been hard to.
Go on.
No, I was just going to say I think it would have been hard to. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I feel like I Had Some Help is like a once in a career success. Like that was insanely successable.
Yeah, for sure. But there are plenty of other collabs at the moment that are hitting the. I don't know what I was going to say then. That are hitting everyone's ears. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I'm trying to say. Lots of collabs, mainly involving Ed Sheeran. He's been out and about at the moment. Did you see the recent one with Noah Khan
Yeah.
back in Santa's pub?
Yeah. And Shabuzi at Stagecoach, not Stagecoach, Coachella.
Coachella. Yeah. And Post as well.
Ed Sheeran has acknowledged that once you go country, for him, like that's where he is retiring, is in country music. So I think he's kind of exploring it and being respectful and soaking up the expertise of those around him. So
Did you see the selfie of Bailey Zimmerman and Luke Combs?
yes, I would not have put their two. I would not have put those two together as a collab.
No. Bailey's quite chaotic, isn't he?
Yeah, but even just like their styles and their voices,
Mm.
like I feel like Luke Combs is quite traditional in a way,
Mm.
and
He's like,
Bailey is, yeah. I'm excited for it, obviously, because I love BZ, but
maybe this is a calming influence that Bailey needs.
maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
I
I
did think,
didn't like his one with Big X the plug.
don't know,
It has like
something like
rap music in it, so not for me.
that. It ain't for me. It
It's
ain't
not
for
Dog
me.
Party, do you know what I'm saying?
The one thing I did like about their selfies, it did look like they stole someone's phone and just went on a rampage, to be fair.
Yeah, they're just stuff like that. Just reminds you that they're just two people. Like they're not kind of superhuman beings. Like they're just two guys making a song,
Absolutely.
taking a selfie.
Absolutely. Another collab was that got teased this week was Shabuzi and Jelly Roll.
Yes.
And I love that Shabuzi is collabing with everyone at the moment. I mean, he brought a song out with Miles Smith,
Yeah.
repping the UK scene.
Miles
But Jelly
Smith?
Roll
That's not Miles Smith's second country
collab.
escapade.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, Laney was in March. It came out February, March.
Got eyes on you, Smithy.
Yeah, Smithy, like Gavin and Stacey. And yeah, Shabuzi and Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, my favorite thing from this week when it was a clip of him and Luke Bryan on Jennifer Hudson's show. Did you see this?
Oh my God, when he pooped himself. So funny. Just makes me love Luke Bryan even more. I just want to be friends with him.
He's just such a like. Whilst he is as big as he's as big as you can get, right? Luke
Yeah.
Bryan, like, and he's just so like normal.
Yeah, he's just silly and fun.
Yeah, like them two. I don't know. You never really see them two like do anything apart from that moment. I
No.
feel like you need more of that.
Yeah, there's not much. Luke Bryan and anyone though, like have you seen Luke Bryan talk about Riley Green? Like he loves Riley Green.
Yes,
He's just like a little Riley Green fangirl.
he was my inspiration. Yeah, do you remember? Were we talking about it once?
Yeah, I think so.
Man Crush. Was it like Man Crush or something like?
Yeah.
And it was like, I mean, to be fair, yeah. Luke Bryan spoke about Riley Green's muscles, so I felt like it was acceptable to do so.
Yeah. Luke Bryan is Luke Bryan? Luke Bryan is just a girly pop.
I think you're thinking about your other love there.
Luke Grimes. Yeah, can't help it. It just slips out.
Let's take a trip to the American Music Association Awards, shall we? The nominations got announced. For those who don't know what the AMAs are, if that's what we're going to, I think that's what we can call them. I guess like the AMAs are basically the Brits, right? But American. It's the easiest way to explain it with different categories for different genres and the country nomination. Although I'm pretty sure there's quite a few artists that are in cross-genre categories as well, naturally.
Yeah, well, Post Malone has 8 nominations.
Wow.
Shabuzi has 7. And Morgan Wallen has 6.
Huge. Huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are sitting in cross-genre categories. So shall we go through them?
Let's do it.
Artist of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that we're interested in, Zach Bryan,
Okay.
Post Malone, Morgan Wallen.
Hmm.
Up against people like Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, Kendrick Lamar. So it's like it's music as a whole.
Yes.
In case I wasn't
Yeah,
clear.
yeah,
It's the American Music Association. It's just like music from America.
yeah. Music. Yeah. If they're American, they're in it probably, and yeah, if they're good enough. I guess that's a tough category.
So tough. And I don't know enough about other artists to know what that competition's like. Obviously, I know who they are. Apart from Sabrina Carpenter, I know. Like, that's massive.
I mean, the good thing is as well, I mean, Sabrina Carpenter has dabbled with a bit of country. Obviously,
She has
Chapel
one
Roan
song.
has, she's brought one song. To be fair, there are a couple of songs on the album that could weave into it, to be fair, I think.
More like not just Slim Pickens.
There was another one, I can't remember what it's called though. But yeah. And I don't know, do we count the Please, Please, Please release with Dolly?
No. Yeah, I guess. Fine.
Because it's Dolly. But I mean, or Chapel Rowan as well on there.
She has one song.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so that's if we're gonna twist it ever so slightly. But
Okay.
gotta be Post, right?
I mean, Taylor Swift's in there as well.
Is she? Okay, well
Yeah.
that's done then.
And with the Eras tour last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
New Artist of the Year, we have got Shaboozey.
Okay.
Up against Benson Boone, Chappell Roan, Gracie Abrams, Teddy Swims, Tommy Richmond. I have never heard of Tommy Richmond.
Nope. Nope. I mean,
Sorry, Tommy.
wait, so who was Gracie Abrams?
Gracie
Who's the
Abrams
other?
did a song with Noah Khan.
She did one with Taylor as well, didn't she?
Everything, Everywhere, I think is one with Gracie Abrams. With who?
Taylor. Wasn't she doing one with Taylor as well?
Swift.
Yeah. I feel like she released a song with
Well, how are you
Taylor
calling her by her
and
first name? Like, Shwete?
yes,
Taylor?
producer Mia says she released a song called Us with Taylor Swift.
Oh, don't know.
Which I think she performed on the Eras tour as well, to be fair. So,
Slow.
yeah.
Album of the Year,
Mm.
Beyonce Cowboy Carter. Post Malone F1 Trillion.
Yeah.
Those are the only country ones in there.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, Post.
Moving on. Song of the Year, Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, I Had Some Help, Shaboozey, A Boss Song Tipsy.
I mean, even without not knowing the rest of the list, it's got to be one of them.
They're up against Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather, Chappell Roan, Good Luck Babe, Hosier, Too Sweet, Teddy Swims, Lose Control, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. That could be in the running.
Yeah.
Hard.
To be fair, that Teddy Swims song is a banger.
I don't think it's Song of the Year though.
No, no. He perform that with Thomas Rhett at the
Yeah, they did Something About a
CMAs.
Woman and then they did Lose Control. Collaboration of the Year, Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, I Had Some Help. They've got Rose and Bruno Mars, APT. That could so win.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know the others. Oh, Marshmallow and Kane Brown, Miles on It.
Oh, that is a huge tune. Miles on it, back in the Chevy. Do you think I could do Kane Brown? No. Tribute. I think my voice can go. No, okay. No, you're not giving me the vibes. Let's move on.
Okay. Social Song of the Year. Does that mean a song that's like
Big on social?
gone viral on socials?
Mm,
Shaboozey Boss Song Tipsy.
yeah.
Up against HOTTOGO. Or Anxiety and Messy.
Messy's been huge on social, isn't it?
And Anxiety has
What's that one?
the one that's like, somebody's watching me. Like Will Smith just did a dance to it.
Oh, did he? I believe you.
It's my anxiety. I can't
Okay,
really do
maybe.
it very well. Favorite touring artist? Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, Zach Bryan.
It's gonna be Morgan, isn't it?
Surely. Up against Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish.
Okay, Taylor's won it.
Taylor. For sure Taylor's won that with Eras Tour.
I mean, if she can't win that award when she's had the Eras tour, then there's a problem, right?
There's a problem.
Surely.
Favorite music video? Shaboozey Boss on Tipsy. I don't really know music videos.
I think that song he's just literally singing to a camera, like for the whole 3 minutes, whatever it is.
Is it like edgy though? Is it like film festival style?
It's like proper like Western in the background. There's a bit, I think that the band's in the background with like a tractor, and it's like proper Western, and he's just performing to a camera the whole thing.
Oh, slay.
So maybe people like different things. I mean, yeah, it's got to win something.
Favourite male pop artist? Surprisingly, we've got none in there. But we do have some in
Yeah.
favourite male country artist.
Okay, well that's good.
Jelly Roll,
Okay.
Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, Post Malone, Shaboozey.
It's tough. It's tough.
I feel like Kojo's been shafted a bit there.
Yeah. Mm. And for well, was it the touring artist wasn't a country specific, was it? That was just yeah. Yeah,
Favourite-
Kojo should be in with a shout of being in there, to be fair.
Mm.
But is this where social media comes in? Because perhaps he maybe doesn't have as big a presence as, say, Shaboozey,
Maybe.
because his music isn't built on that. His music is built on music in the traditional form.
I guess as well, like there's 5. I don't necessarily think I would take anyone out. I actually don't know if I would swap Jelly Roll for Kojo.
Yeah, yeah. If there's anyone, Jelly Roll gets a lot of nominations, doesn't he?
Yeah. But there's nobody in there that's like classic country.
No.
Like Luke Combs is the closest you're getting to a classic country sound in there, which is a shame.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kojo should be in there for sure. If anyone else,
Open to suggestions though. Anybody got any comments? Let us
absolutely.
know.
Let us know.
Favorite female country artist?
Oh, what?
Beyonce, Ella Langley, Casey Musgraves, Lainey Wilson, Megan Maroney.
Don't get me started.
How is Beyonce in there over Kelsey Ballerini, over Ashley McBride?
Wait, Kelsey isn't in there.
Kelsey's not in there.
This is an absolute joke. This is an absolute joke. Travesty. I mean, Lainey's gonna win it.
No, I love Ella Langley, don't get me wrong, but how is Ella Langley in there over Kelsey Ballerini? Is Kelsey Ballerini gone too pop?
But this is where it's weird, right? Because Kelsey gets Entertainer of the Year nomination at the ACMs, and for sake of the argument, Beyonce doesn't. But yet Beyonce has got a nomination for Country Female at the AMAs, but Kelsey doesn't. So how does that
Make it make sense.
Yeah, it's strange, so strange. But that is an absolute travesty.
I don't know how Kelsey Ballerini is not in that category when she's just done like a sold out stadium tour, arena tour.
Yeah, and sold however many albums she sold, time and time again. Crazy, baffling.
Not sure on that one.
And she's an Opry member.
Yeah, what the hell?
Beyonce's never played the Opry. Anyway.
Okay. Favorite country duo or group? Dan and Shay.
Of course.
Old Dominion.
Yeah.
Palmer Lee. Red Clay Strays. Zach Brown Band.
Okay.
Palmer Lee is Rogue.
No. Yeah, that is Rogue. No Muscadine Bloodline.
Oh, what's Muscadine Bloodline wouldn't get a look in at the minute.
You know.
Not yet. No.
Okay. Biding their time. Well, Dan and Shay actually haven't done that much in the last year.
No, they haven't. Solid Christmas album.
Oh, of course. How can I forget that Christmas album? Unbelievable.
You know who I was listening to today was Treaty Oak Revival.
Okay.
They kind of edge over country and like indie punk, whatever, but producer Mia says she's obsessed. But Palmer Lee is like, love that. I like Palmer Lee, but interesting to see up there.
A couple of singles they've released, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a name you usually see in these nominations as well is The War and Treaty.
Yeah.
Being left out, unless they're in another category, because they could often be gospel, that kind of.
Oh, okay.
Potentially, but I'm pretty sure they're very much certain of the fact they are country as well. But interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
Cool.
Favorite country album? Cowboy Carter, Jelly Roll, Beautifully Broken, Megan Maroney, Am I Okay, Post Malone, F1 Trillion, Shaboozey, Where I've Been Isn't Where I'm Going. Slay, solid.
Yeah.
Fine.
Apart from one.
Favorite country song? Jelly Roll, I Am Not Okay, Wetmore, Jesse Murph, High Road. I love that song with those two together. Luke Combs, Ain't No Love in Oklahoma, Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, I Had Some Help, Shaboozey, a bar song, Tipsy.
Tipsy's got to win one at some point. I'm Not Okay has been huge as well, hasn't it? To be fair.
Yeah, I would love High Road. I don't think it will win.
No,
And I don't think I'm Not Okay will win.
No. But good shout outs. That's the end of the nominations.
That is the end of the nominations.
In UK news, we've got a brand new album on the way. It's a debut album, and we've been teased it, kind of been wondering when it's going to happen. It's now 3 years since they became, I think it's 3 years since they became a band, but First Time Flyers are finally releasing their debut album called Bound to Break.
Excellent.
Very exciting, very exciting. That I don't know how many songs are going to be on this album, but they've announced a tour with it, going around a lot of towns and cities in the UK in September to coincide with the release. So very excited.
3 weeks aren't they on tour for?
Yeah, huge tour. Biggest tour ever. So it's going to be cool.
They're doing really well. They're getting BBC coverage.
Before we go on to the quiz, because by the way, the quiz it's hotting up as we edge towards the end of this series. But no mention, well, we can't not mention Tucker Wetmore, because I know, especially for you, G, and for producer Mia, this is a very important subject.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You two doing your little brunette TikTok in the studio. I can call it the studio now because we have a studio.
Hey, look, I'm just a mere mortal. Mia's the one who gets their TikToks liked by Riley Green, so.
That's so true. And Ella Langley, I think,
And
as
Ella
well.
Langley. She's in the big leagues now, and we're just riding her coattails.
Brunette was what I was getting at, the song, because this is going crazy. Every time I open TikTok now, it's just like, I need a do you know what I mean?
Do you know the words?
Yeah, I do. I need a 5'5" brown-eyed
North side of the Mason-Dixon line.
What is the Mason-Dixon?
A Mason-Dixon line is a line that like an invisible line that separates the North and the South of America, like the American South, not South America.
Right.
I had to
Got
Google
ya.
it.
I thought it was like a river.
That's why he says 5'5", no, brown-eyed 5'5", north side of the Mason-Dixon
Got ya.
line kind ain't climbed up in a...
Never been fishing, never been mudding.
Gotta be one that don't remind me of you there beside me. Yeah, it was a line, 233-mile boundary that was surveyed by Charles Mason and Jeremiah Dixon between 1763 and 1767. It demarcated the border between Maryland or Maryland?
Maryland? What would, like the cookies?
Yeah, Maryland and Pennsylvania, and extended into what is now Delaware and West Virginia. The line is most famously known for its role as a symbolic divide between the North and South, particularly during the period of slavery and the Civil War.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Learn something
That's
new
why
every
he's
day.
like the north side of the Mason-Dixon line, because he's like a southern boy. And he needs himself a girlie who is totally opposite. He wants himself like a city girl from the American North.
Right. Interesting. Okay.
I
like
don't think
that.
he really means it.
Do you not? Where do you think he
No.
really wants her to be
I
from?
think he wants a southern girl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like an American Southern girl.
Yeah, I don't think he wants like a girl, like a Manhattan girly, does he? He's
Yeah.
like cocktails and I don't know, summers in the Hamptons.
Yeah. No, he wants a Southern girl. Maybe like an Ella Langley.
Yeah, I think he wants a girl that like maybe hasn't been fishing or mudding, but is down to try.
I like it. Have you... This
And
is
fishing or mudding? No.
What is mudding? Yeah, what is mudding?
I don't know what mudding is. I thought it was hunting first, and then I looked at the lyrics, and it's mudding.
Okay.
Never
Just a
been.
quick sidestep. Have you watched Love on the Spectrum?
No, but you're about to tell me that I should go on it because my mum's already told me.
No. No, I wasn't going to say that. But there's one of the guys on that show is like loves brunettes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he's like they've made merch for him that as a t-shirt that says I heart brunettes. And I saw this on Connor, his name is, the guy on Love on the Spectrum, on his Instagram, and I saw that Tucker Wetmore had liked it.
No way. I love that.
And I thought, is this like a collab that we've got coming? Like, are they going to do a
For
TikTok
sure.
together?
For sure.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
Actually, my mum didn't tell me I should go on Love on the Spectrum. She told me I should go on The Undateables.
Oh, when did she tell you that?
A while ago, actually.
Okay. Okay. Does your mum listen to the podcast?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's sad. But hey, it will happen. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. I'm fine.
Just trying to be a supportive friend, you know?
Thank you. I am an independent single girlie. That's okay, but
You absolutely, yeah.
my mum
You
did
tell
tell
him.
me that I should go on the undateables.
Right, shall we do Have I Got a Bit More Country News for You, the quiz thing?
Hit me.
Right, so the current scores are Georgette 8, Matt 12.
When did that happen? Oh, are you one in though?
I'm one. I'm one. I've done one more round than you.
You've
So
got it.
once you've done this, we'll be level on rounds.
Okay. I
Going
need
into
to get every question right though.
you need to, yeah, because as we said, there's only 2 more episodes left of the quiz after this, so it's going to be huge.
Okay.
Right, question number 1. Who has been seen on Broadway in the last couple of weeks recording a video on a tractor?
Who has been seen? Sorry, now I'm making my way into the Candy Kittens. I don't know. Tractor, music video, Broadway. Have we spoken about them tonight?
No, but she has been in the news for something that she's achieved in the UK in the last 2 weeks.
Dasha.
Dasha, you are welcome.
Thank you. I would never have got that. I wasn't even going female in my head.
Oh, there you go. It's Dasha. Yeah, apparently she was filming the Not at This Party video, which
We're not at this party.
yeah.
Do you know
got
what? I
some more.
don't like the stripped back version of that. She released like an acoustic version of it, and I'm not into it.
Why do artists do this? Like, we just want to be in the zone of like they're full on. Question number 2: Ernest Hardy, Post Malone, Tate McRae, and who will feature on Morgan Wallen's new album?
Ernest Hardy, Post Malone, Tate McRae. Oh, Hardy, Post Malone. Ernest Hardy, Post Malone, Tate McRae.
Correct. There's one more. We literally just did.
We just didn't do it.
Hmm.
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen featuring Morgan Wallen. Oh, sorry, Morgie Wally. Sorry.
Morgie Walls. No, I know the answer to this.
You do know the answer to this because we were just talking about it.
You've already said Hardy, Ernest, Post Malone.
Take
Eric
the credit.
Church.
Eric Church. There we go. I was about to start singing gospel, but
I'm really glad you didn't.
yeah, so am I. I didn't know what I was going to do. Right, well done, Eric Church. That's 2 out of 2. Lainey Wilson is featured on Eagle Feather, the name of a new album from which artist?
Ian Munzik.
Correct, Mondo. That is 3 out of 3. And finally, to level up the series, Kelsey Ballerini took a tumble during the last show of her arena tour as she was singing what
Friends
song?
in Low Places.
Yes, it was.
It was on the literal line. I've got friends in low places.
What was even worse, right, is that no one helped. They just watched her struggle on the floor.
Yeah, but because she like styled it immediately,
True.
she was
True.
fine. And also she fell because the platform raised up, so they were on like an elevation.
Yeah.
They would have had to like jump down.
Yeah, but she did so well.
She
So
did
funny.
so well.
Smashed it.
What a great gal.
12-12. We are 12 all here on Have I Got More Country News for You thing. We have 2 episodes to go, by the way, because something else is happening, but we won't talk about that yet. But 2 episodes left
Okay, pick me.
of the quiz.
Something's happening, but I can't tell you. I've got a secret, but I can't tell you.
Oh dear. And also, by the way, that I put a little thing out on the Chatter Hoochee socials saying, is there anything that anyone wanted to talk to, what they wanted us to talk about?
Pardon?
And say that our if there was, I'm losing it. It's late. If there was anything that they wanted us to mention on the podcast, favourite country moments of the year, and a few people did say Chenny Kesney. Just wanted to get that in there. That you are iconic for 2025.
I kind of vibe with it.
I think it's yours. I think it's yours now.
Down in UK country history. For those of you who are new, I interviewed a band called Low Gap, who wrote a song with a songwriter who also has written for Kenny Chesney. And as the interview went on, I said, oh, what was it like to write with, I can't remember this person's name, who's written with people like Chenny Kesney, blah, 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 blah. And Gus, I think his name was Gus, just continued as if nothing had happened. But in his face, you could see he knew. Oh, he so knew. And I had no idea until 2 weeks later when I edited the footage and was like, did I just say Chenny Kesney? Like full send. Said it with chest. Chenny Kesney, Randy Houser. Might as well have said Howdy Ranzer.
Howdy Rant.
Like, do you know what I mean? Chenny Kesney. But now it's like, am I going to say that whenever I eventually meet him, obviously?
Obviously you will. Obviously you will. But now you're going down in country music folklore because of it. So do you know what?
Chenny Kesney. I trademark, copyright.
I'm thinking t-shirts, mugs,
Chenny Kesney.
hats, the
If
lot.
you know, you know. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we'll just get Chenny Kesney t-shirts.
We should do that.
You know, like when singers, like bands, have like a, like Muscadine Bloodline have like a Porch Swing Angel hat. We'll just get like a Chenny Kesney hat.
I think we should. I'm so game for it.
Chris, if you're listening,
Yeah, please.
sort us out some merch.
You have been listening to Chatter Hoochee, a 65 country podcast.
Them to like, subscribe, and follow, and tell your friends.